Imagine a teacher training method where teachers don't just learn strategies, they live them, reflect on them, and practice them in real time. Too good to be true? That's the power of loop input. If you'd like to find out more, keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Nelson Ardito, the teacher consultant. I'm an ELT teacher trainer, online course tutor, trainer, and instructional designer. And I've trained hundreds of teachers worldwide for the last 15 years. In this video, I'll guide you through the 3 stages of loop input: the model, decompression and reflection, and application, and show you how you can create a continuous cycle of learning and growth for teachers. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, so the first stage of loop input is the model. Here the trainer delivers a lesson using the same process as the one teachers use for the activity the trainer is demonstrating. So the content and the process are the same. So it's a little bit different from other experiential demonstrations because teachers don't change hats to take on the role of learners. They experience the activity from a teacher's perspective. For example, if the session is about using web quests for task-based learning, teachers would do a web quest about why and how to use web quests in the classroom. So as the trainer, you could set this task. You then take teachers through the web quest procedure: introduction, the task, the process, and evaluation, to find out the information online. You could pause at the end of each stage to point out what teachers are doing and to give instructions for the next part. This will help them to remember the model in the next stage. By the end of this stage, teachers will have a clear picture of the strategy or activity, that is, the content of the session, and also experience the setup and delivery of the activity, or the process, if you like. The second stage is decompression and reflection. So, after they've experienced the lesson, teachers move into a reflective stage. This is where they remember and unpack what they've experienced and think about how they can adapt it for their own teaching contexts. Reflection usually begins with group discussions. You ask teachers to share their thoughts and questions. So, for example, these discussions help teachers think critically about the lesson and the teaching approach, and they'll be able to share ideas easily because they've lived the process themselves. The important thing here is to ask for feedback. So, for example, teachers say what might work well, what problems there might be, and how they can adapt the activity to their students' needs. Now comes the last stage: application. In this stage, teachers take what they've learned from the model and their reflections and put it into practice. For example, they work in pairs or small groups and create a lesson using the same activity. So to use our example, they design a web quest for their learners for skills and language practice. Teachers think about their context as they plan the lesson. For example, a teacher could tweak the grouping or change the main task to suit the age group or topic area they're teaching. Teachers learn from each other because they share ideas and solutions to common problems. By the end of this stage, teachers will have practiced planning the activity and they'll have become a lot more confident using it. There you are, the 3 stages of loop input. Have you ever used loop input? Or would you like to? What tips would you give to other trainers using loop input? Let me know in the comments section. And if you found this helpful, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more. And if you're curious about my journey as a trainer and consultant, check out my LinkedIn profile in the description. Thanks for watching and happy training.